Is the 2025 Dacia Duster the deal of the century or a financial trap waiting to spring? Before you sign that contract and regret it for the next 5 years, you need to hear this. Welcome to Supercar. I'm glad you're here. The 2025 Dacia Duster is easily one of the most anticipated SUVs of the year, promising rugged looks and unbeatable value. But before you rush to the dealership and sign those papers, there are some choices that feel right in the moment, but might leave you with buyer's remorse just a few months down the line. Today we are breaking down the top 10 Dacia Duster decisions you'll likely question later. If you want to stay ahead of the curve with honest car reviews and tips, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Supercar family. 1. Choosing the base trim to save money. Think you're outsmarting the system by going for the cheapest entry-level model? It sounds like a financial win until you actually sit inside. While the price tag of the base trim is incredibly tempting, you'll soon realize what's missing. We're talking about basic creature comforts, modern styling accents, and tech that we've come to expect in 2025. After a few weeks of manual adjustments and looking at a cabin that feels a bit bare bones, that extra money you saved might start feeling like a trade-off for your daily happiness. 2. Assuming all engines feel the same. Is a motor just a motor? Not in the 2025 Duster. Many buyers assume that since it's a compact SUV, any engine choice will do the trick for city driving. However, the performance gap between the entry-level units and the higher output hybrids or turbocharged options is massive. If you find yourself on a highway ramp or, trying to overtake with a full trunk of groceries and a car full of friends, you'll suddenly realize that some versions feel significantly underpowered. Choosing the wrong engine is a mistake you'll feel every single time you hit the gas. Skipping 4x4 because, I won't need it, that's a common mindset. You live in the city, so why pay for all-wheel drive, right? That's the logic most people use, until the first big storm hits, or a weekend trip leads to a sandy path or a muddy trail. The Duster's 4x4 capability is its superpower. It's what makes it, honestly, legendary in its class. Trusting the online photos too much. Now, that's a real trap. Have you ever seen a photo and thought, that looks premium? The 2025 Duster is a master of the photogenic look. In professional press shots, the interior looks sleek and modern, but, reality brings a different perspective. When you actually get inside, you'll notice that Dacia achieves its low price point by using harder plastics and, simpler finishes. If you buy this car based solely on a website gallery without touching the materials in person, the budget-friendly reality of the cabin might come as a bit of a shock. Everything feels quiet when you're driving 30 miles per hour around the dealership block, but don't let that fool you. One of the most common regrets is not testing the Duster at high speeds. Because of its boxy design and the focus on cost saving, wind and road noise can become quite intrusive during long highway journeys. If you don't pay attention to the acoustics during your trial run, you might find your first long road trip to be a lot louder and more tiring than you anticipated. The brochure says one thing, but your fuel gauge might say another. While the Duster's engines are remarkably efficient under ideal conditions, real-world driving, with traffic, hills and air conditioning, reveals a different story. Many owners expect the laboratory numbers to be their daily reality. If you don't account for the fact that a loaded-down SUV requires more effort from a small engine, you might be disappointed when your weekly fuel bill is higher than your spreadsheets predicted, expecting a sporty driving feel. It looks aggressive, it looks tough, but is it a sports car? Absolutely not. Some buyers are swayed by the Duster's new sharper design and expect it to handle like a precision-tuned European crossover. In reality, the steering is light and the suspension is soft. built for comfort and ruggedness rather than corner carving. If you're looking for a driver's car that thrills you on twisty back roads, you'll realize very quickly that the Duster has a much more relaxed, practical personality. Number 8. Not paying attention to infotainment speed. In an era of lightning-fast smartphones, we expect our car screens to be just as snappy. The Duster's infotainment system is functional and gets the job done, but it isn't the fastest on the market. So, how will your car look in, say, 3 years? Dacia uses durable materials designed to last, but, durable doesn't always mean stays looking new. The textures and plastics used in the 2025 model can be prone to scuffs and scratches from daily use, whether it's from kids, pets, or just, life happening. While the car isn't going to break down, the visual aging of the interior does happen a bit faster than it does in more expensive competitors. If you're a perfectionist about having that showroom clean look, the choice of materials is something you'll eventually find yourself scrutinizing. The biggest mistake you can make is judging the Duster against a luxury SUV. When you look at it emotionally, you see the hard plastics, the noise, and, the lack of high-end gadgets. You might even feel like you're missing out. But the moment you switch to logical thinking, everything changes. You realize that for this price, you're getting a reliable, capable, and stylish vehicle that does things cars twice its price just can't. The truth is, after a short period of ownership, something interesting really does happen. You start to accept the flaws, you begin to truly enjoy the advantages, and you finally understand the Dacia philosophy. It's not about perfection, it's about the perfect balance of utility and cost. And honestly, that is the most important truth about the 2025 Duster.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just